Greetings, Iain from R.T.O here. Welcome to another classic album review. Today we are looking at, for the first time on this channel, a grunge band, or one of the founders of the grunge movement. We're talking about Soundgarden, who were formed in 1984 by the late Chris Cornell and Kim Thayil, who were the only members of the band to appear on every incarnation of the band. The first bassist was Hiro Yamamoto and Matt Cameron. Obviously, as I said, they sort of popularised the grunge music that was developed on the Pacific Northwest coast in the mid-80s. Got Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam and Nirvana, the big four. I do like some of their songs, and I think Chris Cornell was a terrific songwriter. It's so sad what happened to him, but he did get to record a James Bond film, which is one of the better ones, of the later ones. So the album we're going to look at today is their fourth album, Superunknown, released on the 8th of March 1994 through A&M Records. It's the band's second album with the new bassist Ben Shepherd, and it's the first that featured a new producer, Michael Benhorn. Soundgarden actually started work on this album after the touring on the last album from 1991, Bad Motorfinger. So playing on this album, there's quite a lot of people actually. We got Chris Cornell on the lead vocals, backing vocals and rhythm guitar, Kim Thayil on the lead guitar, Ben Shepherd's on the bass and backing vocals and lead vocals on one track, Matt Cameron on the percussion. Got some additional musicians on here. We've got April Acevez on viola, Artist the Spoonman on spoons, Michael Benihor plays piano, Fred Challenor plays harmonic guidance, whatever that is, Tristan Froy is a cello, and then Greg Kepler does a little bit of drums on this, Natasha Schneider clavinet. So they're the people playing on it. So the tracks are the following. First one is called Let Me Down. I like this. I like the riff on this, it's really strong. I like Chris Cornell singing. I think he had a terrific voice. Now, considering I'm not a fan of grunge, I actually like this track. It's really a strong song. Second song is My Wave. The opening riffs and the guitars are brilliant on this. The drumming is pretty good for Matt Cameron. I do like that track. Fell on Black Days. Love Kim's guitar solo on this. Excellent track. Mailman. As I said, one other thing about this album, there's some great riffs on this. And again, this is a great riff. It's not that, it may be a grungy riff, but it's an upbeat grungy riff. I mean, that's why probably I don't like grunge. I think I find it very depressing. But this album is full of energy. It's a great track. The title track, Superunknown, good arrangement, heavy riffs. Not got any heavy riffs, sorry, but the guitar solo is pretty good on this. Head Down. It's one of them nice, gentle, grungy rock tracks, and I don't mind some of the gentle tracks, to be quite honest. Black Hole Sun. This is one of them crossover. I think it's got a mixture of the grunge sound and just classic heavy metal. There's nothing wrong with that. Then we get Spoonman, solid track. I like Chris Cornell's vocals on that, pretty good. Then Limo Wreck, the bass line from Ben Shepherd on here is terrific. Probably my favourite track on the album. The Day I Tried to Live, a bit depressing, but Chris Cornell does a very good vocals on this. Then we get Kickstand. It's very short, very punky, more punk than grunge. Good track. Fresh Tendrils, some hooky riffs on this, nice guitar arrangement. 4th of July, no, this is really going into grunge, that, and this is sort of not for me. I just don't like it. Half, bit of a filler for me. This is why I don't like grunge. It's quite depressing. Like Suicide, again, I don't know if this was it's a very strong performance from Chris Cornell, I must admit, but I don't know if it's a song that about him or anything, because yeah, you listen to the words, they're quite personal, and I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if to like that song or not, but it is probably Chris Cornell's finest performance on this album. And that was the last track. So this album, of course, was a critically and commercial success. It was what they call their breakthrough album, of course. I mean, it debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, selling 310,000 copies in its opening weeks. The album also topped the Australian, Canadian and the New Zealand charts. 5 singles were on the album. Black Hole, The Sun and the Spoonman won Grammy Awards. It's nominated for Grammy Awards as the Best Rock Album in 1995. And it has been certified 6 times platinum in the United States, and in April 2019 it was ranked #9 on the Rolling Stones 50 Greatest Albums. Did well over here in the UK as well, got to #4. Was a good breakthrough album. As people know, I'm not a great lover of the grunge movement, but there's something about Soundgarden that are pretty good. I think it's because they do mix it a bit about, and this album is great, and I just think that Chris Cornell was a great writer and a phenomenal musician all round. It's an album that I haven't physically got it. It is in my Spotify library, and there's a lot of tracks on there that I really like. Are they the best grunge band? I don't know. I think I'll probably do a battle of the debuts of Soundgarden and Nirvana at some stage. Put them against each other on their first albums and see how well done. But I've liked this album a lot, as I said, so I'm going to give this an R.T.O ranking of 8 out of 10. Okay, this is all for today. I've got it all done while it's reasonably cool. I mean, it's 19 degrees at 9:30 in the morning, so I dread to think what it's going to be like by dinner time. I'll be back tomorrow. Probably an early start as well, because tomorrow's even going to be hotter. So what have I got for you tomorrow? Well, we're going to do an album ranking of Blue Murder, John Sykes. It's only a short one. They only released 2 studio albums, but we're also going to have a quick look at one of the live album they put out as well. And then tomorrow's retro ranking is a very special one. It is a tribute to Manny Charlton, who died last weekend, from Nazareth, and I'm going to do my top 10 Nazareth songs that Manny played on, plus there are a few honourable mentions because I could not leave certain tracks out. So that's all happening tomorrow. Stay cool, make sure your pets are okay, drink plenty of fluids, have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.